A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Victorious, victorious. Erastus necessitas.
Welcome all, this is Blaezer RTW. I hope you are good. I am alright. Bit of a change today, rather than me do it after I finish work, waiting between that and me picking up the missus. I got up a bit early for work today, so yeah, I'm going to do it now. So I'm definitely on the coffee and not the alcohol. You join me for a 4v4 31k. This is the right flank of the enemy team. This is Lee. You can see he's got a general armoured bodyguard, 5 Macedonian cavalry, and then 1 levy pike out the front here, and then the rest of them royal pikes. In their centre right, Legion 22, 6 cav, 2 archers. He's got some auxilia in his and some principes in his peeler shield, and then the rest urbans and a legionary in there, so I'm guessing there should be some heavy upgrades on that lot. Centre left for them is Mars. He's got a legionary first cohort as the first of his peeler shields, a couple of archers, and then a load of cav out here on their left with Spartan Commander, who's got 6 cav, the rest urbans. So let's have a look at what they're up against as in our team here. So on the right flank, up against Spartan Commander at the moment, though I'm sure that'll change, is Dragon, who's Germania. He's got a nice build actually, 3 spear warband, a load of chosen archers, 4 or 5 or 6 gothic cav along with some berserkers in there. So then he seems to have swapped out the axemen and the knight raiders for the archers, so we shall see. My guess is that those 3 archers there, those load of archers there are going to be after Macedon, so we'll see where they end up. Centre right is me. I've got 3 arch auxilia, urbans, and then 6 cav. Centre left we have Demon. He has 3 legionary cohorts as his peelers, couple of urbans, and then 6 cav. And then on our left is Sparky. He looks like he's gone 14-6. So yeah, that's it. To my eye, this is going to take a while to get going, so I will cut you out and then cut you back in when we're a bit closer to it. Okay, so you can see we've come forward a little bit now. Germania's still making his way out the back. No one's in a rush on this one. It's all, that's why it's so long in the counter, because everyone should, we've all just walked over. I'm sticking on the right. Demon's in the middle, Sparky's on the left, and then Germania will pick his spot. I'm sure. I would have thought his spear warband are going to protect his archers, and then his cav and the berserkers are there to obviously do the rush. So you can see they faced up quite nice. Macedon's here for Germany, or the Germans, as you would have thought. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see where we pick our spot. It looks like I'm going to spread my archers out and bring them out to the right. Obviously, I guess this is Sparky's cav going out there. So I would have thought the chosen archers, because they've got crazy range, will probably be quite happy to sit around here somewhere, and then when it all kicks off, they'll push forward and shoot into the back of Macedon. I'm going for Macedon as well, so I'm going to send my cav along with my archers out to the right. It may not be to actually get them, but it's just to make them think that they're out there, you know what I mean, give them something else to think about. Yeah, so again, with all of them at this type of stage, I'm going to be fully aware that all these guys are a lot sort of, more experienced, especially in team games and in general, than me. So I'm going to look to perform my little needling role, where I just sort of don't sit there and be defensive and wait for them to come on to me, is where I sort of a half defense, half thing, where you attack but in defensive mode. If you see always, you've got no things of going all out attack. It's just to tie one of them down and keep their interest up this end while the other guys do their thing. And if I can tie up Spartan Commander and keep a bit of Macedon interested, maybe. The overlap going down their line should then mean that Sparky's only got sort of, 0.4 or 0.6 of an army to take out. So we fancy our chances. So yeah, still moving up. Ideally, I don't mind pushing up on my own and maybe giving them a target, like baiting them to attack me with all their cav. But yeah, this is it. You need your other teams up here near enough so that they can do the same on the other side, hopefully to more effect. You can see Macedon split his forces, so he's got his secondary army in there, in amongst the two Julii on their right flank. His main force here in the centre left, and then Spartan commanders out here on the flank. We've stuck to pretty much what we go. As you can see, the archers and the spears are making their way out to our left flank. He's still got one of his spears, the berserkers, and his gothic cav all in behind me at the moment. I guess I'm shooting up these archers at the moment. We're having a bit of a skirmish war. Yeah, he's seen that now, so he's going to turn them around. These archers, if they get in range of the chosen archers, will get absolutely destroyed, so they'll fancy their chances at their end of the skirmish war as well. That's probably what we need to do now. That's the best course of action. Take out their skirmishers, just so it's heavily in our favour for when the infantry actually kicks off. So that we've got not free reign, but as free reign as you can get with them. I'm moving my infantry up now, so it looks like we're beginning to start. Probably gone a bit too quick again because Germania's not even in place with his archers yet. So yeah, I think they're probably looking. They're we're probably well aware that our best attacking chances are going to be down this end with Sparky, I would have thought. But they'll be thinking the same thing and thinking, where's their best attacking opportunity going to come? And they're probably going to be looking towards my end. But obviously they'll want to be careful because the Gothic Cav's still hanging around here with the Berserkers and that. So if Spartan Commander rushes me, he's going to need Macedon to rush me as well, which is fine. I'd be happy for that because that means Macedon's going to turn his flank to Demon in the centre there, which means that he could get taken out. Other than that, they're just gonna have to, if they can impose their own strategy on us, then they're just gonna have to wait for us to do something and be reactive to it, which is fair enough. Some games you play like that, some games you don't. I always like to be the one dictating the dance, as it were, but it's not always like that. So yeah, Spartan Commander's looking to maybe just do a little bit of needling to me myself, just make me think. But I've spotted there's a nice gap between him and Macedon now, so I'm going to try and turn and wedge myself in that gap and try and take him completely out of the conversation. Macedon's seen it now, so he's getting pulled over, which is kind of what I wanted because they're going to want to try and take me out, and hopefully in their eagerness to do that, like Lee is doing here, he's running up, and now there's a nice big gap between him and his Julii ally to his right legion. Spartan Commander's also coming in for a quite aggressive manoeuvre here. It looks like they completely want to flank me, but I ain't having none of it. Let's put this on play now. So yeah, you can see I'm sort of just, I've baited them a bit, and now I'm just happy to come back in and tuck myself in along the Scipii. The archers are out there on the right. Sparky's got a bit of cav out there, so it's just a bit of a skirmish war going on there. I can see a bit of cav went in, did it? Just to take a little dig at someone. Okay, Macedon's dropped his pikes now, so he looks like he's happy he's there, but he's not going to want to get stuck. He's not going to want to move that while it's in phalanx. Really, he's going to want to do them as they are. So if we see him lift his spears again, we know he's on the move. Yeah, I think they probably thought I was going to be a bit more aggressive and stand my ground rather than kick back, because Spartan Commander looked like he wanted to take a good flanking action, but Macedon couldn't quite catch me to tie my infantry down, which has just brought Spartan Commander probably a bit further out. It looks like they sort of had second thoughts now, because obviously the thing is that if he attacks me or even comes around here on his own, I can hit him, and then Germania and that will come in, and then Macedon won't be able to get anywhere near us before we take him out, hopefully. So yeah, it looks like it's a bit of a Mexican standoff down that end, which is exactly what I wanted, because I want to keep these guys' interests in the battle at this end rather than that end. Chosen archers are still out on the left. They're going to be tearing up Macedon. So the enemy need to be doing something, really, I would have thought. So Lee's moved across. So Spartan Commander, I've moved mine across to match him now, because I've got some backup here. Demons brought some units out to the right. Spartan Commander doesn't want me to get that side of him, but that's fine. Looks like he's gonna. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the back of it as well. Looks like he's gonna try and keep going. I'm not going to carry on going out there. I've spotted my little gap, and now I'm going to make my move that I was going to do earlier, which is exactly how I was hoping it was going to go. I.e., I can take out Macedon from the back if he comes at me, and Spartan Commander's going to have to make the long trip around me if he wants to help anyone out. So hopefully they should be attacking down this end now. They would have spotted the signs, which it looks like they are. They've got the Sparky's calves right in and behind. He's going to be taking out the cheeky little digs here and there, like we saw in the last battle, and he'll pull them out before the next one goes. If he can just take out one of them, yeah, and that's the Eagle unit gone as well, so that's going to lower their morale a little bit. If he could just keep doing that, he'll take out the Peeler shields, and then suddenly that's 3 units down. The archers are slamming into the side of Macedon with the fire arrows. Demon's just spread his line. He's not actually gone what a lot of people do, which is put him into Testudo and things like that. He's actually engaged his general as well. Crazy mofo. So yeah, but you can see what it's done is it's sort of messed up Macedon's lines a little bit. Germania's main shock force hasn't moved yet. My Cav's still behind me, and I'm still I'm still stuck with Spartan Commander with his Cav in behind. So we've got our own little battle down there at the moment. We're not getting involved with anything else. I'd be surprised seeing how the Macedons moved his infantry over as the Berserkers and the Cav don't come over to this left flank now. I think they'll be happy that I can sort of look after it over here long enough, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So Legion sent his guys into Testudo. Sparky's pushing up his forces that are onto the retreating forces of Mars over here on the left. You can see the Spear Warbander coming out to the left as well, so that's pretty good. They're massing their Cav. I'm not sure where they're going to do it. I think they might have had a shout. That's pretty good by Sparky. They just sent in all his Cav. He's going to try and take a dig at someone. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Spartan Commander still wants to do his flanking action, so I think he's chosen that he's all in now. I'm quite happy to sit there. I don't want to turn anymore because I'm already exposed myself to the Macedon Cav, if you see what I mean. If it comes from that side, it'll do me, but that's why my Cav's there to give him a counter charge if it does. So I'm still quite happy down this end, and yeah, I'm going to move my main infantry a bit further down. Over on the left flank, you can see the spears have moved right up now. In comes a big cav charge. So you can see Mars has came in for a strike, Sparky's has come in for a counter strike, and now he's been hit by Legion, and Legion should get hit by Demon. No, he didn't. He just pulled away in time. Demon had to go through all those troops. You can see that the Germania cav is moving up. In comes both Mars and Legions for another hit on Demons now that didn't get a really great charge bonus. The Urbans are in there as well. Sparky shifted across his infantry on the left just to cover this little gap that was going up. So Mars might be wise to try and flank Sparky now with his infantry at least. Sparky sent his cav into the mix to help deal with it. The Gothic cav looks like they're going to do something in a second. So the Macedonian cav's coming over as well. Spartan Commander's still behind him. Me and him are still not doing a lot on that side. We're just keeping each other out of the battle at the moment. So all the cavs being withdrawn now. Looks like they left theirs in a little bit there just to help the numbers. Okay, I can see some berserkers moving over here on the centre right of the screen. Lee's bringing his general in. He's going to be hitting the rally function there because he doesn't want people going in. Come the berserkers. So that's nice. The Macedonian pikes are already tied up, so they can't defend. Now it's just berserkers against Rome. If I'm the other team, I need to be, as soon as those berserkers engage, I need to be banging them with all the cav just to get them down and out because they haven't got all the axemen and that as well. This looks like it's going to be a nice move. In comes Germania from this side. He split his cav. Some of it's going in. Yeah, did you see that? They tried to do it, but Lee didn't lift his pikes in time, so he stopped his cav charge before it hit. Over comes Spartan Commander's cav. Now, Sparky's cav's coming from the left. He's going to try and hit in behind where the Berserkers come in. Oh no, the Berserkers are actually taking out Mars's infantry. There's a big old smash there, though, and that's routed off the whole of Legion's line, which unfortunately for the cav means that it's going to go through routing troops, which is going to lower its own morale. So, looks like bust through the centre in the end. I think actually Sparky rushed all his infantry in there as well as his cav, as well as the other bit of cav. I've not done anything with mine yet, but I shouldn't need to do anything. I should just need to probably just hit them. I'm going to come in for a nice Hollywood hit now, am I? With my fresh cav. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. The berserkers are just in there on the on the left hand side of Mars's infantry. Looks like most of Macedon's gone now as well because we got behind him. The remnants of Legion's army was in behind Macedon. My cav's coming for a big charge. Now I'm going to change targets and go for the enemy general as I run through it because I've got all my cav there, so that should be a pretty nice hit. Along with the berserkers and everything else, it shouldn't be too long before that lot all goes. Some of their cav has come back to rally. Looks like he's on his way back over as we speak, but that could be too little too late. The Macedon centre's gone. Over here at this end, still mine and Spartan Commander's army's just sat here, not doing a lot. Which, you know, is fine by me. So I've probably seen these guys are all, this is all done now, and I'm going to come up this end. Well, my cav is retreating, but it's not particularly coming up this end. The Macedonian cav's coming in. It's not going to get too much of a decent hit though from the look of it. Plus I've got loads of infantry around, plus they're all chucking Peeler in still. There's a lot of Julii cav making its way over though, so yeah, I might need to watch out a little bit. I could do probably rushing up my infantry and just getting into the way of that, but that little one of Urbans that I peeled off that was just sat there, you know, not doing a lot, he actually held them all up, so that was pretty good. My cav should be over here now somewhere. Am I going to help myself out? No, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull them over here to the far right somewhere, run all my infantry in, as you can see, and then go for the big Hollywood last hit. Over here on the left, not too much going on here. There's a couple of the berserkers there just making their way back over. I didn't quite get for my big Hollywood hit, but hopefully I've done enough. Germania's bought his cav over now, so yeah, that's it. Well, that was a good game. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching it back. It's one of them with the shock troops. It goes one way or the other. They're either battle telling or they're always battle. What's the word I'm looking for? Crucial. You know, they're crucial to the end result, but it can be either because they're used well or they have no effect at all. But that was a good little tussle for everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Right. See you later.
Follow me, Blaezer.